it's week 14 of our garden tour. I don't really know, but it's officially August, so today is August 2nd, and we are in California in Zone 9. And so if you're new, this is kind of our first time gardening. This is the first kind of big garden we've had, and we've learned a ton. Some of the stuff that we've grown, I didn't even know how it grew. And so yeah, we've learned a lot, we've been experimenting a lot, and I have some stuff to show you this week. We have new developments for the summer garden, which is really exciting, and then we're starting to plan and put in place our fall garden, and so I'm going to talk about that today too. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start where we always start, which is our strawberry patch. There's not much going on in here, you know, it's not looking the best in some spots, but I'm starting to make a comeback. So our general, or at least my general rule with this whole gardening thing is if it's not dead yet, then it's still okay. So we're just trying different things. For the most part, we have left this alone, but I am experimenting with watering a little bit just to kind of see what it does. But the strawberries in here are still really small, so we haven't gotten any really big ones yet. And then our cherry tomatoes, let me back up so you can really see how big these things are. They are taller than me for sure, so they're at least 6 feet tall. But we've been getting a ton of cherry tomatoes off of these. We've been getting like a bowl every couple weeks or every couple days, so that's been really cool. And I've been doing some more pruning in here. You can see some of the leaves are starting to not look so hot, so I've been trying to pull out the ones that I can, but they're still going, so that's really awesome. And then we have our San Marzanos. These are a lot slower than the cherries, just in general, but we're starting to, you know, pull off a couple every week or so. So we're hoping to get some more today. We don't really know what's gonna happen, but they're doing well too. And then over here, this right now is my favorite little corner of the garden just because it has so many different things in it. Right here we have what I call the resurrection tomato, and it was a sucker that I cut off and planted, and it looked super dead for like a week, and then it started to come up, and now it's growing its own little fruit too. You can see in there it has some little guys, so that's really awesome. And then we have this collard in here. We kind of just planted it. We know it's the wrong time, but we wanted to kind of see what would happen, and so it's still alive. And over here we have our marigolds, which are super pretty, and then we have some green onion here in the corner, and then we have a very happy basil plant right here. So yeah, I really like this corner just because it has so much in it. And then over here, which is kind of our pepper bed, we have our little watermelons that are starting to put off very cute little fruit. You can see that? That's how big it is. It's itty bitty and adorable. And then these peppers are coming along. So the story with these peppers is we got them from a nursery because none of the ones that I started actually started. And so we got these from a nursery. They're supposed to be sweet Italian peppers, and they are definitely spicy. And so we figured out, oddly enough, that when they turn red, they do get kind of sweet, but then oddly enough, it was still spicy in the inside when we ate the whole thing. And so we're trying to experiment with these to see if they turn completely red, if all of the spice goes away or what. I don't really know, but at this point we're just kind of growing them because they're here and Andrew can still eat them, so that's good. Yeah, and then we have more peppers over here. They're really pretty red. And then we have a Thai basil plant in there, and it's super happy. We have opal basil here, and it's mostly green. I think it has something to do with not getting enough sun or enough hours of sun, because the one in there is pretty purple and pretty. So we're gonna try it again later. It might also just be completely the wrong season. And then in here we have our yellow bell peppers, and we just took off the first like really ripe one the other day, and it was so good. We have another one that is, you can see way back there, they turn kind of an orangish yellow, and it's really pretty, and so we're waiting on those to see what happens. And then I'll take you back to the other side of this bed. We have our bean plants that our friends gave us. So these are going off the little stick we gave them at this point. But we figured out that at least one of these is noodle beans. And so we just pulled off a couple. We're gonna try them and see if we like them. But noodle beans was one of the things that we actually wanted to get seeds for next year. So it's nice that we get to try those. And over here is our other watermelon plant, and you can see that these guys are a lot bigger. Let's see, look at them. These things have grown an insane amount every day too. So every single day they've almost doubled in size in the last couple days. So it's really cool. So I think I need to put something under them, because I've seen a lot of videos where people have like cardboard or something like that under their melons, and so I'm going to do that. And over here we have our trees. We have a Meyer lemon, a Satsuma, which is kind of like a cutie, but better, and then we have a lime tree over here. And so we're going to start experimenting with these on watering. A friend just gave me a really good tip about having a 5-gallon bucket with just one hole in the bottom and using it as kind of like a drip irrigation system, and that's supposed to be better than just like having the soaker hose go in, or having the regular hose go in. So we're gonna try that. And then over here we have 2 zucchini plants left. They're still going strong. This bed is gonna be the first bed that I plant fall stuff in, and or actually it's like kind of like the last end of summer stuff. But what I'm going to do over here, since these zucchini are still producing, I'm going to try and plant some like cucumbers and stuff on the sides here. I cleared out a lot of the leaves just to kind of make room so that other seedlings in here could get, or other starts in here could get some sunlight. And I already have the plants. I started them a couple weeks ago, and I've been hardening them off the last couple days. And so over here, just because I don't want to waste the zucchini while they're going, I'm going to try and put some more plants in these holes. And then I think these are probably going to break soon or die off soon anyway, so I only anticipate having them for a few more weeks. And then over here we have lots of space. So I actually have new zucchini plants, and so I'm going to try a second round of zucchini in here, and then we're going to leave this guy just because he's earned a spot, but we're going to give him another chance. And then I have some more purple pole bean starts that I'm going to put into, and hopefully they do better just because they're going to be healthier going in the ground. And then this honey nut squash is, we just got the one fruit left, so we're just kind of giving it as much time as we can. But depending on space, I might just take this one out. I don't know. We harvested everything else off of it, but I took off some of the leaves too, just because I heard people say that that makes it focus on the fruit, and so hopefully it will ripen faster and we get that last one. But if it's not ready in time, we're fine with just pulling this plant out. And then over here, in our second kind of San Marzano area, I did a ton of pruning. So I read a lot of stuff and heard a lot of stuff basically about how many leaves you can really take off tomato plants and then be fine, and also that it helps ripen the fruit faster. And so I took a ton of leaves off the bottom. I took off all the suckers that I found. Oh, now I see another one. I gotta take that guy off. But I took off a ton of leaves, ton of suckers, and then I also topped off the tops of all the plants here so that they kind of stop focusing on growing, hopefully. So these are some more plants where we will pull these out if we have to, but there's so much fruit on here that I kind of wanted to see if we could hold out a little bit. And then what I'm gonna put over here is the second round of honey nut squash, and maybe some like pole beans and stuff that can go in later. But the honey nut is still small, and so I'm hoping that I can keep them kind of in their pots a little bit longer to give these some more time. Hopefully we'll get at least one round of harvest off these, because you know they're so close, and I just hate to give them up already. But yeah, so that's what's going on with these. We've got some more right here. So, and I know that you're not supposed to start zucchini and squash and all that kind of stuff, but we have better germination rates that way, and they will still grow. And so I'm just kind of testing that just so we could give these things some more time. We didn't have to pull them out right away. So that's what's going on with that. And then my new favorite part of the garden is this. Our zinnia patch is blooming. Let's see if I can get it here. It's so pretty. It brings me so much joy to come out here and just see all of these flowers. They're so awesome. And then we have, even on the little guys here, there's a ton of buds. You can see there's buds everywhere. And so these have been blooming for the past couple days, and I couldn't be happier. Look at that, that's so pretty. And so, and there's some, back here there's some gaps. And I think what happened was the seeds just kind of washed up a little bit. And so we might plant some more stuff in these holes. We might not, honestly, because I think they might fill up a good chunk of it as they bush out. I don't really know. But these just, God, they're so pretty. Alright, so that is our garden tour for maybe week 14 at this point. You know you can't trust me when it comes to knowing what actual week it is. But the first week of August of our garden tour, I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to know how your garden's going. The big reason that I really wanted to start making these videos was just to be a part of the gardening community and on YouTube, and to learn from other people and see what they're doing. And so, yeah, I'd love to hear what you're doing, what's working for you, and where you're at. So leave us comments, tag us in your videos. I'd love to get to know you. Until next time, bye.